if I could do this for the rest of my life, I'd probably be pretty happy. I went looking for a summer job before my junior year of high school, and there was a Lone Star Steakhouse right down the road from my house. So I just walked in there, filled out the application, had no idea what I was getting myself into. I just said, I'll wash dishes for minimum wage. He threw me on the fry station, and I loved it. I actually went to culinary school after I'd been cooking for about 9 years. That's kind of when it all really took a hold of me. I was looking at restaurants. I actually had a broker, and I ran around, and once I realized the price tag that was attached to it to do it right, it just wasn't realistic. So that's kind of how I fell into the food truck.
We discussed which idea was more grounded and achievable, and the food truck just made sense. The
best part is I'm my own boss. I don't have to answer to anybody, really. I can do the menu I want to do, I can do the food I want to do. If I don't like something, I can change it, and I have control over the operations. It's really neat to be able to go to a whole bunch of different locations and build up a whole different group of regular customers. At the farmer's market, I have a real strong group of regulars. Here, I have building a pretty good group of regulars.
I don't think you've had the dragon sauce.
I have Twitter followers that come hunt the truck down. A lot of people like to see what the specials are. I post my location every day. I post when I'm sold out of something. It's really good about keeping people informed about what's going on in the truck. I have two best sellers, the duck taco and the kimchi sub, which are kind of my signature items.
This is beef brisket that's been braised for about 3 hours. You cover it in liquid, cook it in a low oven, and it basically takes your really tough cuts of meat and breaks the connective tissue apart, so you can basically just tear it off with a fork. You don't even need a knife for it. That's your kimchi sub.
This right here is your duck confit, which is basically a fancy way of saying that you cook it in its own fat, so it gets really nice and tender. And then I have these Asian style cucumbers. I hit it with a little bit of hoisin sauce, some scallions, and just a little cilantro sprig. And that right there is my Asian style duck taco. I guess I just really made that batch of duck really great, and he just came up to me and he just gave me a hug.
Pretty tasty to me.
It was pretty funny. I think that's one of the other challenges of having a food truck. You're very limited about how much food you can get on the truck. Whereas at a restaurant, you have big walk-in coolers. I have a small salad refrigerator and a stand-up cooler, and that's it. I think that's why limiting the menu is important. This was one of the challenges of it all, is trying to keep everybody happy and balancing, you know, what's profitable and what makes money and what sells. Tracy's my wife, and she's really good about bringing me back to earth, and she manages, you know, the books, and then a lot of times at busy events, she's the one taking the orders or selling the tickets.
I was very excited when Mark wanted to start the food truck. CJ is the initials of our two dogs, Casey and Jasmine. We wanted to take the two things that we love the most and put that into the business.
I feel like I've had a lot of shackles taken off me, whereas opposed to years where I've been running someone else's restaurant. Now I can just be as creative as I want, you know, put the systems in place. If something doesn't work, I can change it right away. It's a lot of fun. I feel very free. I mean, I typically work 12 to 15 hours a day, but there's something about that because I'm doing it all for my wife, and in customers, it's pretty exciting. There's nothing like being busy and just cranking out a high quality product. It's a lot of fun.